Salut à tous. Pour ceux qui ne me connaissent pas sur ce visage ou devrais-je dire en cette langue, je m'appelle Mohamed et je suis camerounais. C'est le vert ou jaune. Ouh. Je suis présentement dans ma première année à l'université d'Harvard et présentement je suis dans mon deuxième semestre et cette vidéo-série, c'est où je présente comment se déroulent mes semaines à l'université d'Harvard pendant mon deuxième semestre. Bon, ça c'est une partie de moi que j'ai pas vraiment pu exprimer pendant un bon bout et j'ai décidé de faire ce qui me fait me sentir bien. Donc c'est pour ça que j'ai décidé qu'on aura une introduction en français pour cette vidéo. Bon, time to get back to English. Hi everyone and welcome back to this video series. Yeah, that was a little fun moment where I wanted to talk a little bit in French because I just really miss being able to talk in my first language. So yeah, and as you've noticed, we will say in French, j'ai une bonne mine. That simply means that this is simply to say I look less stressed than I was last week, and it is definitely the case. So this week has been very, very different and different for the best for the most part. So I just wrote down a few things that were amazing to me, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you today. So yeah, because of the way I was feeling last week, I had so many people interested in like talking to me, listening to me complain, and that was really essential in like making me to start getting better because I was happy to have people to talk to, people to share my struggles with, and people who could give some advice on like what I should do next to be able to like get better, and that definitely was helpful towards making me feel better. So yeah, I did forget about my sport routine for a week, but that was mostly to get back on track with everything, and I feel like it was helpful. It helped me like cover up with most of the assignments I had lagging. I actually started something that really helped me, and that was planning ahead. Unfortunately, this is something that you know it will help you. You do it at some point, then after some time you just forget about it because it takes time to be planning. But yeah, it's definitely something that whenever you have time for, do it. So planning this week has helped me a great deal. I feel like for the previous weeks, I would do assignments when I have to. That is, when I sit and I feel like, oh, I don't have a class now. What should I do? I would immediately think about the next piece that is due, the next assignment that is due. But that was not sustainable because it makes me forget about things that might not be urgent, but which are equally very or even more important than the ones that are mostly urgent. So being able to plan this week, I assigned my Google Calendar looks like a mess right now, but it really is a positive mess. I would say it that way because on my Google Cal right now, I assign specific time slots where I say I will be studying for each class. Maybe I say at this point I'll be studying for my class CS20 or CS51, and even if I get to that time slot and I don't have an assignment due, what I'm gonna do during that time, I will be studying. I feel like that's something I had been missing for the previous weeks because I didn't have the time to study. Each time I fall on a course, I just want to get the assignment done, and yeah, that wasn't really helpful. Again, with the concept of like flipped classroom, which most of my classes are making use of, so I felt like I wasn't studying at all. I was just doing assignments, and each time I get to class, I am expected to make use of the skills I have learned while studying before the class, but I was lagging in those skills. I was not having them because I wasn't studying before. So yeah, being able to plan this week helped me assign these time slots where I can really study before the actual class, and also I had some times where I could actually say, oh, I'm gonna rest right now because I assigned this time to be resting, to do nothing, and it really worked out because I was more relaxed. I was able to contact most of my siblings this week. So for those who don't know, I have 7 siblings, 5 brothers and 2 sisters. yeah, well, connection issue didn't make it possible for me to contact all of them, but yeah, I contacted most of them, and it was really nice hearing from them about how they were doing, and just how my nephews and nieces were doing as well. It was really nice hearing from them about that. Yeah, I had a great time talking to my first gen mentor, who is a very amazing person, and he's always excited about listening to what I have to say about how I spend my weeks, or about what I'm thinking, like what I'm thinking about for the next steps. And he is always there to provide some better insights, and like what are the things I should consider, what are the things I might have missed out, and he's always appreciating that. I think more in depth about the things I do, and how I'm able to evaluate things that are happening to me. So I always look forward to our next sessions, and I'm so excited about having him as a mentor. He's really great. I had an amazing time at Boston yesterday. I went to listen to the Boston Symphony Orchestra. I was taken there by my Harvard mom, Diane. So we went there 7:30 p.m. and it was really really amazing. That was my first time going to an orchestra, and wow, it was really really nice. I was so amazed by how the professionalism and how they really mastered their skill. So it was really really nice listening to that natural music. It was really fun. It was really fun. I really enjoyed my time there, and spending time with her and her daughter as well. So it was so cool spending time with both of them. I also held my CS50 office hours yesterday, and it was also quite fun. The preset this week was the most challenging preset actually, and it was challenging for me as well when I took the class last semester. So we had some people come, and they wanted to try that preset. We tried explaining as much as we could, and we are still gonna meet some of them today for the general office hours at 3 p.m. But yeah, it was really nice. I definitely spent more time talking with friends. I had a lot of fun conversations. I had some conversations which were less fun but very very essential and important in like fostering better connections between me and my friends. And those are moments that I really really enjoyed during this week, being able to get to know people even more, like people sharing their personal lives with me, so as to make me understand that okay, other people are also going through a lot of things, so you should not feel like you're the only person going through those things. So it was really nice to like have that, like being able to reaffirm myself by listening to other people talk about their own struggles as well. So those are definitely things that made me feel good this week. So yeah, I've also been able to do so many activities that make me feel like I'm getting closer to my religion and to God in general, and I just feel like really good about those activities. All these activities really made me feel less stressed, and I wouldn't even say I was stressed this week. I was really feeling good, and I was like, I don't want to let anything increase my stress or anything bring me stress. So yeah, it was really an amazing week. I even had time to spend an unproductive day without regretting too much, which is very rare as a student here. So with my friend Bradley, we tried working on our CS20 set yesterday, and we actually could not figure out anything. So it took us about 5 hours to answer one question, and we were like, oh no, what did we do of our day today? So it was quite fun when we spoke about that. But yeah, it was funny that we spent that much time on it, but we didn't regret because we enjoyed the time as well. So it was fine. So yeah, that's just like a run through of how my week was like. I'm definitely having other things to do before school starts on Tuesday. We have a long weekend. That's really nice. We don't have classes on Monday, but I still have a few assignments due for today, and well, I look forward to. Well, I have to get them done before the deadline, obviously. I also have to go for the CS50 office hour in a few hours, but yeah, that one I'm also looking forward to it. So I just want to say thank you to all those who far on here decided to try to help me as much as they could, try to like have conversations with me, or just send me messages that help me like be back at the top of myself. So those were really really important. I really thank all of you, and I look forward to doing more planning to be able to enjoy the rest of my time here. And I hope from here henceforth it's gonna get better and better. I don't want to lie to myself. I know at some point it will get more stressful, but I just hope that being able to plan is gonna help me get through everything. So I look forward to resuming my sporting routine and resuming my job at the Harvard shop. But yeah, everything, I hope by planning I will be able to get along with everything at the same time. So yeah, that's it about how my week was, and right now I'm just gonna answer just 2 questions, I think, and then we're gonna conclude the video. Si je dois donner une réponse à cette question, la langue que je parle présentement, c'est ma réponse. Yeah, exactly. So I really wish I knew I would miss being able to speak French that much, and it having that much of an effect on the way I am feeling during my time here. So that's really strange, but yes, it's real. Yeah, and I've had many people tell me about the fact that not being able to speak their first languages or their local languages, how it has affected them at the same time. So it's not something, I want to believe that it's not something that's just specific to me, but it's something you get to experience once you come over here, if you have a language that is other than English, because here you just be mostly be speaking in English. So I've had many people advise me to get into this club where people speak French or things like that, but at the same time I don't have time. So it's kind of very contradictory. Like, I want to be able to speak French, but I can't get into more commitments. I just can't because of the workload I have. So I think I'll just try to whenever I can speak French, I'll just go for it. So yeah, be ready to have some French in my videos as from now. I would say this pressure is actually very real. I feel that pressure in every single time I'm thinking about getting an internship or why am I not in any club. It's really real because you see all your peers talking about, oh, I'm interviewing for this club, I'm getting into this other activity. It's at some point you're asking yourself, what is wrong with you? Why are you not in any club? Or is it that you're not interested? Or what makes you not interested in this club? So I just always feel like there is something I'm missing because I don't really look forward to these clubs and everything. But yeah, for anyone interested in getting into this club, first of all, you are gonna have the pressure here. When you see your peers all is excited about doing things for clubs or whatsoever, you are gonna question yourself if you really want to do it as well. But my only advice will be if you really want to do it, then go for it, but just don't go for it if only because the people around you are excited about it. So just be true to yourself. The same thing goes with internships. So here, the huge pressure, when you come here, you don't really expect you don't really think you have that much pressure to have an internship as from your first year. But when you hear your friends talking about what they've applied to and what level they are at in their search for internships, you're like, what am I doing with my own life? So yeah, these are just some realities that you are gonna face here, definitely, and you just need to find a way to address those. And if you feel like you want to have an internship as well during the first year, then go for it and apply for those because these are amazing opportunities. But if you feel like you have something else, don't feel pressurized because everyone has its path, and it might be your own path, and it should not necessarily be the same as that of your friends. Bon, c'était tout pour cette vidéo. Merci d'avoir visionné et j'espère vous revoir la semaine prochaine. Au revoir. See you.